let's talk about Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and the modding controversy that's currently going on over at Nexus Mods. So Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, a game that has been mired in controversy, and despite that has done very well as far as sales go and overall positive reviews on Steam, has been a very contentious topic for a lot of us here on YouTube, rightfully so. There's a lot of people who have questioned a lot of the decision-making in the game, whether or not certain characters are DEI agenda-driven, and of course, this has led to the conversation about maybe we should be modding characters out, and this is something I 100% support. For example, the gamer here has the list of the top 10 characters from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and at number 7 is this character, Musa of Mali. A character that some people say is well done, and a lot of people say is annoying, self-righteous, and a flat-out just completely terribly written character that nobody likes him, and you have to play with him, apparently. I haven't gotten to this point in the story yet, so I'll let you guys know what I think of him when I finally play, with the character myself. That being said, if you want to mod this character, if you want to change this character, I 100% support you doing that. Again, mods, some reprehensible, some fantastic, some hilarious. Mods exist for a reason. You should be able to play a single-player story however you truly want to. Again, as long as you're not hurting somebody else, not affecting somebody else's gameplay, I truly do not care what mod you use to play on your game. However, there are other studios who have been very anti-mod, one of them being this Team Kill Media, which has been very vocal about their distaste of certain types of mods. But again, this has been more of a cover for the fact that their game is going to be dog shit, and they're just trying to drum up media attention for themselves. They came out a couple months ago. Oh, sorry, this is back on January 19th, said, "We're not against PC gamers or the PC platform. We're not against modders and some of the fun mods they make. We're against the spicy ones." But again, this just seems to be a company that is virtue signaling, trying to garner some sort of attention, despite the fact that their game looks like it's going to be absolute dog water, let's be honest. So that takes us to where we are today. People actually started making mods for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 to play the game the way that they wanted to play it. And what, of course, has Nexus Mods done but banned the mod, okay? So from Pirate Nation here, it says, Nexus Mod just removed this mod that allowed you to change Musa of Mali character model from a black guy to a Kuman. Now again, this does not matter. You should be able to play your single-player game however you truly want to. And you, of course, the picture's kind of grainy here. You can see that character there. And now it says not found. The mod you were looking for cannot be found. Might be a little bit better picture down here, but I think you guys get the general idea. DEG Mods says, by the way, apparently there's a mod where Henry, the main character you play as, is model swapped with Musa. But, I mean, if this is real, and I have not gone on to verify for myself, so maybe you guys can tell me down in the comments down below if you use Nexus Mods, can you tell me, is this thing legitimate? If this is real, but apparently modding Musa out as a Kuman is not acceptable, this just shows the blatant hypocrisy of Nexus Mods, and I would argue they're anti-white prejudice, because again, if it's okay to race swap a black man in for a white man, why is it not okay to race swap a white man in for a black man? And we have many examples of this we're going to go through in a second here. But I just want that kind of sink in for a second, guys. Nexus Mods truly is a horribly run website full of terrible people who hate 99% of gamers, I would argue. It's based on Twitter, says, of course, Nexus removed this mod already. Does it go both ways? And here's a much clearer picture you can see of the character itself. And to be honest, you may not like the fact that they race swapped a black man for a white man or vice versa, but the character model looks fine. It's not like they did any disrespect to this character, made him look goofy, made him look like an ogre or a troll or an orc. Or again, there's no racially targeted depictions of this character. Like, they're not trying to make the black man look stereotypical of it in any way. This is just replacing one character model with another. Again, absolutely fine in a single player game. There should be no problem with doing this in a game that you want to play by yourself for your own enjoyment. And Demion says, Nexus Mods bans a mod that turns Musa of Mali into a Kuman, but of course the mod to turn Geralt into a black man is still up 8 years later. Rules for thee, but not for me, strikes yet again. Also, the mods in Skyrim Fallout to, murder children have been up for the last 10 years on their site too. And again, I might not agree with some of the spicy mods. I might not agree with the idea that, you want to go through and murder a bunch of kids. But again, these are fictional characters created on a computer. They're not real people. Do what you will in your own single player game. And you can see the dark skinned Geralt right here. Of course, no problem with this whatsoever. But of course, Nexus Mods has a history of doing this. You can see from gamesindustry.biz, Nexus Mods bans user for Spider-Man mod removing pride flags. Because again, These games, especially Spider-Man 2, which worked with Sweet Baby Inc., are full of a ton of left-wing radical virtue signaling, trying to tell everybody, yes, it's totally cool, you should always celebrate being gay. And this goes beyond just saying, you know, oh, gay characters exist in games. Sure. I think most people understand to some degree gay characters have always existed in some form or fashion in most games or entertainment. Fine. You don't have to like it. Again, like I said, I don't want to play a quote-unquote gay game, but I can accept that the characters have always been there. However, they tell you, you see all this virtue signaling we do, you see all this crap that we cram into it, you can't remove this because that's racially or, you know, anti-LGBT targeted harassment. It's absolutely insane. Again, a single-player game. You see this one here where they tried to fix Angrboda from, again, God of War Ragnarok, where they actually took this character who should have been white, because, again, Vikings and Norse gods would have been portrayed as white people, and instead the game made her black, and this mod also got banned. And of course, not too long ago, Nexus Mods had to issue a statement banning any political mods at all. They, you know, first it was just the Trump mod, but I guess there was a Biden mod they removed also. So at least on that one, maybe they're being a little bit more evenly enforced across the board, but still. Nexus Mods has been exposed and showed their true colors over the past few years. They truly do not have any issue with white people being erased in games, especially white men. But the minute that you try to race swap anybody from black to white, then they have an issue with it. So again, they're just showing their true colors, and I'll be curious to hear what you guys have to say about this down below. Leave a like, share a comment, and I will catch you guys on the next one.